Good afternoon, everyone. And welcome to the Murchison Townhouses Wi-Fi celebration. Woo! We are so excited on this afternoon because it's been a long time coming, but we're here to celebrate. And I want to give a shout out to the City of Fayetteville, T-Mobile,
Yeah.
and of course it goes without saying, Fayetteville Metropolitan Housing Authority. We are so excited to finally make this day a reality because a lot of work has gone into the Choice Neighborhood Initiative Implementation Grant, and we are just so excited because during this time we had several community engagement meetings at Fayetteville State University where we had an awesome turnout. There were a lot of people. Then we met on the grounds right here for one of our early action projects when the little free libraries were installed, as you see with the balloons attached to them.
Yes.
The balloons are attached to it, and so we're just real excited that this is our last early actions project. Now, don't think just because we're here today that the internet service is just getting connected. It's not. It was connected on August 8th. We connected, made our residents aware so they could go ahead and get connected. That's why on the flyer you saw we are connected. So we're excited about that. And one of the things that we wanted to make sure in going live early in advance, we wanted to make sure that the residents had uninterrupted service, and that way if anything came up they could contact us so that when we got here today everybody should be connected. So without further ado, I've already mentioned T-Mobile. Unfortunately, Chris Hummel was unable to attend on today. He was looking forward to it, but as you know, we had to postpone it once before because of inclement weather. The threat of inclement weather from Hurricane Adelia. So he has a family his wife is having surgery, so he wasn't able to make it today. So, but we are certainly glad and appreciative for their services, for them connecting with us, finding this a good project and saying, hey, we want to be a part of it and we want to make this happen because we all know during COVID, that's when we realized that so there were so many of our residents who did not have um, internet service. And as you know, the schools had to come out and bring the buses. So I want to send a shout out to Cumberland County Schools. Let's give them a round of applause for providing that service. And so now we are connected. And so as we move forward, all of our residents residing out here will be able, if they're not already, will be able to connect to Wi-Fi service. So, first of all, do we have any other council persons present? Any of our city councilmen? Okay, I don't see any hands, but can I see the hands of Fayetteville Metropolitan Housing Authority board members? If you're present.
Stand right beside
Woo,
me.
woo, woo. And I just want to say thank you to all of our community partners who have come out today. So without further ado, I'm going to turn the mic over to Councilman D.J. Hare for opening remarks.
Woo. Now look, we got a lot of folk out here, and we can clap louder than that. We can say woo woo a little louder than that. So come on, let's give this big project a big woo woo. You all just don't know how happy I am. Some of you probably do Um, Anytime that I have an opportunity to cheer on the Murchison Road corridor, those of you that have followed what we've been doing here, you know that I have done my best to be one of the biggest drum majors for the Murchison Road corridor. So I'm very, very happy today to stand before you as we continue to embark on this remarkable journey. In December of 2020, the City of Fayetteville collaborated with the Fayetteville Metropolitan Housing and the City of Fayetteville, and we received a HUD Choice Neighborhood Planning Grant for the Murchison Road neighborhoods for right where we stand. And today I am just so thrilled, I'm proud, my chest is stuck out to share some very, very nice and incredible progress that we have made. This planning grant was not just a financial grant, but it was also a grant to give the opportunity where we are making giant steps towards improving the lives of residents here within the Murchison Road neighborhood. It allowed us to implement our early action projects and to serve as a catalyst for the community, to engage with energy and paving the way for even greater involvement, shaping our Murchison Road corridor. And as my pastor says, and a hand clap goes right there. Yeah, I'm gonna have to tell you all when to sing out. That's okay, that's okay. First and foremost, we embarked on to create the YMUS project. I'm very supportive of these young men and this project. You, me, and us community garden right down here off of Pennsylvania Avenue. This garden is a symbol of the unity of our community. It also provides fresh, organic produce to members of the Murchison Road Townhouse and the community that abuts to this area. And once again, our hand clap goes right there. Come on, y'all. Come on, come on, come on. In addition to the community garden, we have installed 19 little free libraries. We have one right there, okay? We've done this throughout our Murchison Road corridor. These libraries are a testament to our community that we support education and to access knowledge for our youth. So I want us to be using these books and replacing them as you take one out. Furthermore, we recognize the importance of connectivity in the modern world. That's why we have partnered with T-Mobile. We introduced Wi-Fi free access for the Murchison Road Townhomes. Once again, there you go. Wow. Wow, I didn't even have to, there you go. Yeah, I'm about to take her to church with me when I preach. You got to go, girl. This initiative brings the digital divide and provides children in this community with the tools that they need to access the vast things of the world and the opportunities that the internet offers. But there's still more exciting news to share. This community-led plan will be honored and award advancing equity next month. This award is a testament to the dedication to creating a more equitable, inclusive community for our residents. It recognizes the tireless efforts our residents who have embraced the vision to make this a brighter Murchison Road corridor. Okay. So this is what we're going to do. As I proceed, I'm just going to raise my hand. You all go on. And so whenever the people see this, they're going to say, wow, look at them. They're engaged. So I won't tell you no more. I'm just going to raise my hand like that, okay? I am also delighted to announce that the City of Fayetteville and Fayetteville Metropolitan Housing Authority will be applying for our $30 million choice implementation grant at the end of this year to further move forward with revitalizing the Murchison Road corridor. As a council, we are committed to ensuring the transformation of our Murchison Road communities. This is so important because sometimes we continue to get a little bad name, and honestly, I'm tired of it. So we're doing some beautiful things for our Murchison Road corridor. I grew up off the Murchison Road corridor. I am evidence that good things come off the Murchison Road corridor, and I'm looking at all these babies that's around us today, and there are more that's going to be coming from our Murchison Road corridor. As a council, we have committed to ensuring that transformation of the Murchison Road continues to move forward with the same energy and enthusiasm that has brought us this far. We will work hand in hand with the community to build upon the transformation plan and to realize the full potential of the Murchison Choice neighborhood. Y'all keep your eye on me. You was a little slacking around there, a little slack. In my closing, I won't even read my closing. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, you all don't know how honored I am. You don't know how my chest is sticking out because we have come a long ways in the Murchison Road corridor. I think about all the bad names that we have been called over the years, and we ourselves and the little ones here, we have to change that. So no longer saying the Merc, but Murchison Road. And no longer saying we can't, but we can. And that's what we have to teach our children. And that's what we're going to be doing and continuing to do right here in the Murchison Road. So be proud of what's taking place. Be proud of where we're headed and what's getting ready to happen. We're going to do it, and we're going to do it together. Thank you all for allowing me to come all the way with Murchison Road. So you all join me. All the way with Murchison Road.
All the way with Murchison Road.
Thank you. Let me get all my little stuff together.
Let's give another round of applause for Councilman Hare. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Next, we're going to have the chairwoman of our Board of Commissioners at Fayetteville Metropolitan Housing Authority, Ms. Joyce Tucker.
Good afternoon, everybody.
Good afternoon.
Now, Councilman Hare is a hard act to follow, and he has said about everything that we can say. But I do want to say thank you to our partners that have made this event possible, and I want to say to you, I'm hoping that we will be able to continue to improve life for you here. And that's what this is all about. And I want to say thank you for your cooperation. And we just appreciate all of our partners and everything that is being done to make that grant that we're looking for possible. And we will get that this time. We will get it, okay? Yes. So again, thank you, and thank you to our partners, and God bless you all.
Yes, let's give a round of applause to Chairwoman Ms. Joyce Tucker. Next, we're going to have remarks from our Vice Chairwoman of Fayetteville Metropolitan Housing Authority, Miss Cynthia Wilson.
Thank you. Well, thank you, everybody. Well, let me ask you a question. Do any of you watch the TV show Abbott Elementary? No? Yes, yes. Well, it takes place in Philadelphia, and Philadelphia has a special place in my heart because that's where my daughter was born. And ironically, when we moved here, she went to Abbott Middle School. Well, you know that the star, or one of the stars of the show, Cheryl Lee Ralph, received an Emmy for her performance. She plays this really seasoned and talented and respected teacher, actually of kindergarten and first grade. Well, she's been acting for many, many years, and I just want to read to you what she said after receiving the Emmy. She said, "It just shows that if you really have a dream, you can make it come true." So you can probably tell from the people who spoke already that the Fayetteville Metropolitan Housing Board of Directors and the staff have been dreaming about bringing Wi-Fi to this campus since well before the COVID pandemic. And then, of course, the COVID pandemic made it say that, this is something that must happen. Fortunately, we did have a partnership with Cumberland County Schools, and you may remember they brought some buses so that were equipped with Wi-Fi. So we kind of had our own little magic school buses. But it was a temporary thing. And so we worked, as you heard from Councilmember Hare, with City Council, with the city's Community Economic Development Department, and we're able to get some funds so that we could bring Wi-Fi to this area. So I know you're probably saying, well, why do you care about Wi-Fi? And it is that we want to connect our dream, which was for Wi-Fi, with whatever dreams you may have. So I know we all dream that our children can have access. And I'm not really thinking about the children at the moment. I'm really thinking about the adults. And that is that we all have dreams. And sometimes the dreams are things that we kind of hide in our hearts. I'll say for myself that, so in 2019, my sister Leona died of lung cancer, and I spent a lot of time with her before she passed. And then, of course, 2020 came, and there were the lockdowns. And so at one point, I said, okay, Cynthia, now what do you want to do? And so my dream kind of bubbled up. And so what we're hoping, and my dream was to go back to school, to be a kid, go back to school. And so we want to support whatever dreams you might have. And so maybe there's somebody here that would like to be able to work remotely and earn money by working from home. Or maybe you have some other dream. Maybe a dream has nothing to do with sitting in front of a computer. Maybe your dream is to be able to do spoken word and being able to go to YouTube and have your internet stable and be able to practice. What we hope with bringing Wi-Fi here is that it connects with some of your dreams, and that your dreams can then also be fulfilled. The other thing I wanted to mention is that you heard that we have partners. You heard the work that it takes to get to this point. There was no magic wand, and then all of a sudden, this project happened. There had to be money raised. We had to find a partner, which is T-Mobile. There was engineering. Where do we put the devices? You guys probably know more about what was needed for Wi-Fi than I do, but where do we put those devices? So a lot of work went into it. But what I want to say is that a dream is something like this. Just like when you're thinking, I don't know if I can make my dream happen, maybe you can reflect back on this, and that it took a team to make this happen. There was no magic wand. That once people started saying, this is something we want to do, it began to gather momentum, and it took a team to make it happen. Kind of like what Hillary Clinton says, it takes a village. So we're hoping, like I said, that we connect with your dreams. And today we are celebrating that dreams do come true. And when you think about your own dreams, and then I hope you remember Cheryl Lee Ralph and saying, success can happen. It may take some years. So I want to thank you for celebrating with us today. And I want to say, dream on. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ms. Wilson. The next person that I'm going to introduce is pretty close to my heart uh, because she's a resident here. And she is very concerned about what goes on in her neighborhood, in her apartment complex. She's very concerned. And as a part of the Choice Neighborhood Planning Grant, we were given the funds to have three. There were actually more, but I think there were four, and there were three that started out right here in Murchison Townhouses. And so, although I'm going to call Miss Kim Williams up to give remarks, I see that there's one other ambassador, Miss Sharonda Hodges, and want to give her a round of applause because they really. So I don't care how great you think your plan is, but if you don't consult with the people, your targeted population, and the people that it concerns and that it's going to affect, then you've done a poor job. And so these two ladies, along with the other two ambassadors, were the forerunners for the residents out here because what they did, they went to training, they learned all about the Choice Neighborhood Initiative Grant, and they were very instrumental in spreading that information to the other residents and to try to get them to come out, get involved, hear what's about to happen out here, hear everything that's going to affect us. So without further ado, I want to introduce Miss Kim Williams to give remarks.
Thank you. Hi, everybody. Welcome. So, first and foremost, I just want to say that to me, it's a double joy because as a resident, I get to be the recipient of the Wi-Fi. I also, as Ms. Anthony mentioned, was an ambassador, worked with an awesome team, and so I got to be on the ground floor and push and believe and be encouraged and go through the ins and outs. So I am very joyful today. I'm going to be here and going real quick because I want ice cream. But I do want to say a dream delayed or deferred is not denied. And I really, yeah, we can clap right there. I really want to remember this moment because of that. And whenever you get down, whenever you feel like it's just impossible, just know that you've already made it through shark-infested waters, and don't you dare die on the beach. All right.
Thank you so much, Miss Kim Williams. And since she opened the door, before I bring up Ms. Dawn Weeks, the Executive Director for Fayetteville Metropolitan Housing Authority, I just want to say, if you look over to my left, we have plants that were donated by Ms. Cynthia Wilson. And so our residents are welcome to take a plant with them. And then as you can hear and see, and as Ms. Kim mentioned, the ice cream truck is here. And it's not just ice cream. We have chips and drinks as well. So I am going to move out of the way so you can hear from our Executive Director, Ms. Dawn Weeks, with her closing remarks.
This will be quick. I want ice cream too. I'll kind of play off of what some of them, Teresa said mainly about the residents. This is all about the residents, you know. And I'll tell you a story. Many years ago, it doesn't seem like it's been that many years ago, but back in, gosh, about, I guess 12, 13 years ago, we applied for a Hope 6 grant. I have to tell you, I called some of the housing authorities, and they actually laughed at us the first time out. And I think one of them said they can't imagine doing that for the first time. But I tell you, that was a community project like I've never seen ever here. Everybody got behind it, and that's what it's going to take this time. The city, the county, everybody. We've got to have every partner we can get. But the primary ones are our tenants here, our residents. Without you, it's not going to work. I need you at meetings. We got to dig deep here. But we've got an application due December the 11th. So there'll be more meetings, and this will be a lot of work. We got to make it happen. When we did this back with Hope 6, we were one of 5 awards in the entire United States. So it can be done. Don't everybody tell you it can be done. We can do it. We did it before.
Yeah.
So same thing here. So but just stay with us. When we have meetings, bring your neighbors, bring everybody. HUD needs to see numbers. They need to know somebody cares, and you guys have bought into it. That is the most critical part of this, okay? Anyhow, ice cream time. Thank you.
Thank you all so much, and this concludes at least the first part of our celebration, because now we're going to have ice cream. So thank everybody for coming out. We really do appreciate it. Thank you.